Hello everyone and welcome to this workshop that is known as Matita Mastery Workshop. So I hope that you all are familiar with this word Matita. So if you don't know what do you mean by Matita, I will just tell you it's nothing, right? Matita Master is not none other than a pencil. So Matita means pencil. So in this workshop you are going to learn, do you are going to learn how to master the pencil, right? The basic tool to start a drawing, to start your career is a pencil. So you will learn about how to use pencil, how to hold a pencil, how to draw, how to construct any drawing, how to make any normal drawing into realistic artwork. So you will learn all these things in this 3 days workshop. So now, without wasting any time, let us jump to our presentation. So first of all, once again, you are most welcome in this workshop that is Matita Mastery Workshop. So let us start. So first of all, I will just briefly tell you about myself, that who I am and what I do. So I am the creator and mentor of this Matita Mastery Workshop that you are present. Okay, then I'm a professional artist and I do this kind of artworks, right? I do artworks in these different mediums. So they are pencil, charcoal, wall art, fabric art, pencil color art, oil color art, and hyperrealistic artwork. Okay, and I'm a professional hyperrealistic portrait artist as well as I'm a YouTuber and I am a paid artist. Means I have done around more than 100 plus commission works in past 3 years. Also, I'm an art educator and a consultant. So whoever have any doubt regarding art career or want to, pursue art as a career, so I give them guidance. Okay, so these were my brief information to you. So now let us start. So my simple question is that what is art according to you, right? What do you think that is art? So art is different for everyone, right? No person, no two same person in this world, see art as the same things. Everyone has their own perspective to see, own definition of art. So whatever you think according to you, that is art, right? It's not specific thing that this is only art or these things are only art. Whatever you see around you, whatever are performed around you, right? Whatever act are performed around you, that all are art. So, according to me, art is a human creative skills, right? Whatever you think that is different from others, right? The creativity of yours, right? The creative things that you think which are different from others, right? That's why you are called an artist, because you think different from others. You have your own perspective from others, and that creativity, whatever you are imagining, right? Whatever you are imagining, and you are putting that creative things on paper or on a physical medium, right? In a physical way that everybody can see and feel. Okay, your imagination, your creative skills that you put on a piece of paper or any kind of physical medium that everybody can see. So that is art according to me. So now we'll see that what are the different art mediums that we have, right? So we'll see some basic common art mediums. So the most common is graphite, right? As you know that graphite is the most common medium that is used by each and every artist at first. Okay, so we always start with graphite medium because it's basic and it's most important to know, right? Because whatever kind of art medium you are doing afterwards, for example, if you are doing paintings, okay, if you're doing wall art as well as, so the basic thing that is required to construct that drawing in particular medium is graphite. There also you will need graphite, there also you will need pencil to make basic sketches, basic drawings, right? So this one is the most important medium, that is graphite. The next one is charcoal. So charcoal is also the most used medium as well as, right, other than graphite. So it's a bit different, right? There is not a very major difference between graphite and charcoal, but there is a little difference between their materials, their quality, right? The amount of darkness present in the charcoal. So these are some difference between graphite and charcoal. Then third one is crayon. Crayon is also a kind of medium that we were used to, that we used in our childhood, in our school days. We used to do more drawings with the help of charcoal colors, crayons colors, right? But as we grow, as we have become, younger, then we have become elder. So as we started growing, we left this medium in our school days only, right? We left this medium in our school. So this is also a medium that you can try. You can, uh, you can you can experiment this medium. Okay, so as a beginner, you should always try to do artworks in every medium that you can. Okay, the next medium is chalk. This is also a medium which is not mostly used, but you can also try artworks in this medium as well. The next one is ink medium. So this is also very uh, we can say interesting medium, right? This medium is also very interesting. With the help of ink, you might have seen that artist does calligraphy works very beautiful, right? You have seen that calligraphy, right? The names you see, the artist write different spellings, different kind of names in a a dramatic way. How they create the strokes, how they create thick and thin lines, right? Thick and thin lines that you see, the flow, the curves. So this is also an interesting medium. If you want to give it a try, you can try this medium as well. The next one is pastel. So pastel we mostly have, common art too, but we have third medium also in pastel. Okay, so first is soft pastel, second is oil pastel, and third one is hard pastel. Right, they are a little bit hard in, their material is hard. So as by the name you can, you can get that what quality of the medium they possess, right? Soft medium means they are softer and they break easily, and their surface, right, it is coated with powdery form. Then oil pastel, it surface is covered with some kind of oil, right? It will give you some oil effect when you touch it. Then next medium is acrylic. So this one is also very used medium, right? Mostly, no, most of the artists try this medium. They love this medium. They love the colors, what they get when they, draw from final result. You might have seen that colors are looking more beautiful. They are more, vibrant color, bright color. So they like this medium as well. The next medium is watercolor. So this medium is very, I can say that, hardest medium in all the other mediums. If we see oil color, if we see graphite, charcoal, or whatever medium you take, so watercolor is, more harder than this other mediums because it's very important. It's very difficult to control the water level, right? To mix those colors, it's very, it's not impossible, but it's difficult, right? It's difficult. So this medium is also very good. If you want to give it a try, you can try this medium also, right? The next medium is glass medium. So this medium is not mostly used by the artist, but you can try this medium as well, right? You get a beautiful result when you try this medium. So these are basically used on glass or OHP sheets, plastic sheets that you see. Okay, so you can try them. So for this, you will need a glass to use them. Like, for example, you are drinking glass water or glass bottle. You can try them also. Okay. Then next is oil pastels. So this one is also mostly used medium by the artist, right? So here, for beginner, right? When you are just learning, when you are just starting in this medium, oil medium, so you get two different kind of color to choose. So one is student's oil color and the other one is artist oil color. So if you are trying for the first time, if you don't have much experience, right? Or if you don't have any kind of experience in oil, I will suggest you to go with student's oil color only. Okay. And then afterwards, when you start getting understand, right? When you understand the colors, how they work, how they mix with each other, how to use them, then you can go for artist color. Just it's there is difference between their pigment level in them, right? There is difference between their quality also. All right. Then next one is fabric medium. So this is also very good medium, right? So by the name, you might get got an idea that fabric medium, we obviously use them on fabrics, or we can say clothes. Okay, we use them on fabrics and clothes. So this is also a good medium. You can create some kind of design, some kind of creative artworks on piece of clothes, on your own clothes as well. Okay, so you can try this medium as well. Then now we'll see that what are the problems faced by every beginner artist, right? Or the problems that are faced by you as well. So we'll discuss that and I will give you solution about them also, right? So don't worry, you are here to get your solutions, right? Whatever problems that you are facing, you are going to get solutions about them. So let us start. Okay, so the first one that we will discuss is not important, or it's not compulsory that it will be faced by each and every artist, but those artists who are not that much aware about this art, right, whose family is not much aware about art field, so they might face these problems, right? I was also facing these problems when I was just pursuing this career, right? When I started art, I was also facing this problem that parents were not supporting very much, right? It's not like that they were against me or against this field. They were just like, okay, you should do other things as well as with art, okay? But I was like that, no, I want to do just art. So like that, they sometimes go against to you because they don't know the reality of art, or they don't know very much about the art field, that how we can settle in this field, how we can earn money in this field. They don't know. That's why they are just start arguing with you. Then next is that when you start drawing, or when you see any kind of reference image, you get stuck, right? It's looking complicated to you, everything looks complicated to you. So how to overcome them? The next is you cannot differentiate shades, right? When you see a drawing and you get multiple shading in them, right? You see multiple shading in them and you start getting confused that what kind of shading now I should do, how much dark I should make, how much light I should make, which pencil now I should use. Okay, so these things make you confused. The next one is that what materials are best. So this is also a most important, or mostly, most problem faced by you all, that I don't have proper materials. That's why I am not able to draw it, right? You think like that. You think that those people, or those great artists have quality of materials, right? That's why they are making, but it's not like that at first, right? At first, you should give the priority to your skills, right? Your first priority should be your skill, and then comes the materials, right? Materials also matter, but until and unless you don't have any kind of skill, you won't make drawing or good artwork with whatever kind of material you use. So first, try to work on your skills. Then next is where to start from, right? You don't know that what should I practice first, from where do I start drawing, right? Which thing I should draw first. So these are these problems that are faced by beginner artists, okay, or who is thinking to pursue art. So now I will tell you the solution about them, okay? So as I've told you about parents, that they might go against you sometime. So how to convince them what to do, right? So there is only one thing to do. You have one thing to do, that you have to, first of all, you have to tell them, you have to give them knowledge about this field, you have to make them understand about the art, right? Then you have to show them results. So show them result means that you have to make this kind of artworks, you have to make progress in your art, right? You have to show them results. See, now you can see that my quality of work, right? You can see what kind of work I am doing, right? So you have to make them convinced, you have to give them result. right? So this is one thing by which you can convince your parents, by which you can gain support from your parents. Okay. Then next is that as you do, right, while you are doing signature, at that time you don't think very much that how much pressure I have to apply or how to hold the pencil, right? You don't think when you are doing signature. Why? Because you have the habit, you have created that habit, that how to hold the pencil while doing signature or how to hold pen while doing signature, because you have practiced this since your childhood. Okay, so you are practicing these things since so long. That's why you don't think in mind that I have to hold pencil like this at this angle or at this pressure, and then I have to do signature. No, you are used to that thing. So same way in drawing or in art, you have to get to used to it, right? You have to do daily practice on these things. You have to do daily practice. Then don't go in much deeper rather than start doing from a line. So as a beginner, when you are just starting, you don't have to go in much deeper, means you don't have to think very much, right? That what should I draw now, which artwork I have to draw now. You don't have to think that much. You just have to start from basics, that are you have to do basic exercise like drawing vertical lines, horizontal lines, then you have to draw shapes. So these are your base, right? These are your pillars to make a strong building of your art. So these are the pillars that you have to make them strong. Okay. So you don't have to think much. Just start from the scratch, right? Start from the basic. Then you don't have to criticize your work, right? If you draw something and it's not good, right? You think that it's not good, then you don't have to think much on it. You don't have to get demotivated by seeing your own artwork that no, it's very bad, I cannot do, right? You think that it's very bad, how I'm going to make it good, how I'm going to make progress. So you don't have to criticize yourself. You just need to work again and again, right? You have to work again and again, then and then only you can get progress in it, right? Then and then only you can solve your that mistakes. Okay, so just stop criticizing your work and do practice again. Then don't start with detailed reference pic. So this is also a common mistake that every beginner artist make. So what they do, for example, if they're using any kind of social media or anywhere, they see the artwork of other artists, right? So they simply, start doing the same kind of work. So you don't have to do those things. First, you need to make your base strong, right? I know that you love to make portraits. I was also the same kind of person, right? From when I started drawing, it was there in my mind that I should also make this kind of portraits. But no, I have stopped that because I was doing the basics. I was making my base strong. Okay, and then I have shifted to portraits. So what is the basic of portraits? That is shapes, right? If you see a human face, how it is constructed with a different kind of shapes, right? You can see our face in egg shape, then two eyes also in some kind of oval shape, then nose you can see in triangle, right? So this way you have to just basic, you have to do basic practice of these things, and then it is directly converted into portrait. So don't directly go to detailed artworks. Okay, start from basic. And you have to do minimum 30-minute practice daily. Okay, this is also important. You have to do daily 30 minutes of practice minimum if you want to become a good artist, if you want to make progress, if you want to improve yourself, right? And then what not to do, that I have told you just now, that you don't have to make portraits, this kind of portraits of others at a beginner level, right? When you are just into this field, when you are just started in this field, don't directly start with portraits. Just start with basic line drawing, shape drawing. Okay, first learn those things. First, make your control over the pencil. Make your control over the pressure, that how much pressure I have to apply, how to hold pencil. You just need to make those things first strong. Okay, don't go directly with the portraits. Okay, now I will tell you that major thought that stops every art lover to follow their passion. That is, how will I earn? And is there any career in art, right? This kind of things, create much confusion in your mind as well as your in parents' mind, right? Your mother, father, your friends, your family, right? Your brother. That they think that how you will earn if you pursue this thing, right? How will you earn? So now I will tell you that what are the ways to earn and what are the careers that you can pursue in art, right? So let us discuss that. So what if I say that art is the only field or art is the field in which you have more number of or the most number of options to earn to make your career, right? So just get relaxed by hearing this sentence that you have multiple ways to earn, right? You have multiple ways to earn, multiple ways to choose your career. So let us see that career in arts or fine arts and ways to earn. So first of all we'll see the degree and graduation based career. So means that you have to do college or university. You have to study from there. You have to get degree to pursue this kind of artworks. This kind of careers that we will see now. So first one is illustrator. Okay, so you can become a illustrator artist. So illustrator is basically, if you have seen that on the cover of magazines or in any kind of comic books or in newspaper stories, right? So you might have seen that you have different kind of characters, right? Funny characters. Okay, so those kind of things, they are created by an illustrator artist, right? So you can become that artist if you have creativity in yourself, you have creative mind, so you can pursue this field. The next is conservative artist. So this is also a good for them who love about history, right? Who love theory part in art. So conservative artists are basically those artists who conserve or preserve the artworks that are, from past. For example, if you have seen the artworks on the wall of Ajanta and Ellora caves, right? So those past artworks, historic artworks, so we need to consume them, right? Sorry, we need to preserve them. We need to conserve them. We need to protect them so that they last long, right? So that they don't get destroyed or don't get affected by the surroundings, right? So to conserve them, to preserve those kind of artworks, right? Those kind of paintings, we have conservative artists who look, right? Who look on them, who preserve them, who protect them by the surroundings, by the nature, by the weather. So they protect those artworks. So those are conservative artists. So you can become that kind of artist as well. The next is lecturer and professor. So simply you can become a lecturer or a professor, right? If you love history of the arts, okay, you can become lecturer and professor in school, in colleges, in universities. Okay. The next one is film and theater. So this one is also very good. Who love, who love to design, who love to design the set, who love to make costumes, right? So you can become this kind of artist as well. So if I explain you, you might have seen that in any kind of film or serials, if there is a scene like we can say, King's Palace. Okay, if there is a scene of that, so you might have seen that in that complete scene, all the backgrounds are of a palace, all the characters that are sitting over there, they are kind of king's servant or queens, okay, or the soldiers. So you might have seen that their costumes are of those ages, right? How they were used to be in the time period of kings. Okay, so you might have seen that they are on of that time period. So the person who designed those kind of costumes or who set the environment that what should be placed in this scene, right? What equipment, what object should be here in this particular scene. So these are all designed by a film and theater artist, right? So if you have if you have that creative mind, if you have that thinking, if you have knowledge about those things, you can become this kind of artist as well. The next one is digital artist, right? If you have, if you have technical knowledge like in computers, okay, so you can become that this digital artist also. So basically, digital artist is, you can say one example is of VFX. Okay, here you can see there are one scene, right? So this first one is actually the actual scene of Bahubali movie, if you have seen, right? So This is what we see in movie, but how actually it was shooted, you can see over here. The lady was just holding a water bottle when they shooted this movie, this scene. But in a movie, we are getting to see this baby. So this is all done because of VFX. So if you have those technical knowledge, if you love this kind of technical things, right, so you can become digital artist as well. The next is advertising. So this is also very good, right? It is also very creative field. Advertising, if you have creative mind, if you think different from others, that how to advertise your product in that way, right, in such a way that the viewers, the public who see it, get excited to purchase those things, right? If you have those kind of creative minds, that how to advertise your product in such a way that when public see it, they get excitement that is this real, right? Does these things happen real? So let us try, let us purchase this thing. Okay, so you can pursue advertising also. The next is fashion designer. So basically in this, it's not important or it's not compulsory to do colleges. You can do by your own as well. Okay, so if you have creative mind, if you love designing new kind of costumes, different kind of clothes, so you can pursue this as well. Then next is art teacher in school, right? So same, I have told you that if you love theory parts, if you love talking about art, you can pursue this as well. So for this, you will definitely need a degree. You need to complete college. Okay, so same way, art professor in college and university. Okay, you can pursue this as well. Then next is architecture. So this is also very good if you love to construct, right? If you love those kind of things, to make buildings, to construct. So making building doesn't mean that you have to go there and work, right? You have to make each and every floor. No, not like that. You just have to create design of the building on a piece of paper, right? That's how it will look. What should be the height of one floor, right? What should be the height of each and every floor? Where bathroom will come? Where hall will come. So these kind of things, okay, you can create. If you love those kind of things to create, if you have interest in these things, you can become an architecture as well, right? And the next one is interior designer. So same way as the architecture, we have interior design who design the inner part of the house, right? So where the sofa will be placed so that it will look good, right? Where the staircase will come. Okay, so the interior of the house that is designed by is called as interior designer. Okay, so you can see an image also. So this kind of creative thing, if you have creative mind, you can pursue this also. Okay, the next, you can work for a company as well, right? You can work for a company means that, for example, if a company is just starting, right? They are just starting, so they might give you the commission, right? They might give an order to make a logo for their company, right? Then you can make, we can say, visiting card for that particular company. Okay, you have to design those things, making their logo, designing their visiting card. Or if you talk about restaurant, you have to design their menu card, right? Menu card, how you design them. So these kind of things is a part of working for a company, designing a logo, designing their menu card, designing their visiting card, designing a marriage card. Okay, got it. So this like this, you can work for a company. Okay, so now we'll see non-degree and graduation based career, right? So in this kind of career, in these fields that we will discuss, they are not, in this you don't require, or it's not important that you have to do college, then and then only you can pursue them. Okay, so they are not compulsory to be, done by college. So next, so first one is street artist. You can become a street artist. That is our first field, first option that you can choose if you have those kind of same creative minds that I've told you. See, in field of art, the most important thing that you will need is creativity, right? If you have creativity, if you think different from others, if you can create something interesting, okay, then you can do everything in field of art. So first we have street artist. The next is professional photographer. If you have photography skills, if you love, if you know how to handle a camera, how to use it, okay, how to shoot it, how to film it, so you can become a professional photographer as well. Then next is sculpture. So sculpture, here you can see that what is sculpture, right? To create any kind of thing in a physical form that we can touch it. Okay. Here is the example of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's statue. Okay. So if you love doing sculpting, you can pursue this career as well. The next is commission work. You can earn through commission work as well, right? So this is also one of the option in this. So for this kind of things, you need to have your we can say popularity, right? You need to make your popularity. Then and then only if more number of audiences seeing your works, then they will give you artworks, and you have to make your drawing at such a level that your audience like it. Okay, so you need to work very hard for these things. The next is that you can teach an online class or start a workshop else also. Okay, you can teach online or offline as well as okay in your area. You can teach the students who love to do art. You can teach them. The next is art galleries. So you can open your own art gallery. So in this you will need a space where you do your works, where we can say display your artwork, where you put your artwork so that public can see over there. They can come, they can visit to your gallery, and they can see, right? They can purchase also. If you are making such a good quality of artwork, if they like it, they will definitely purchase from you as well. So this type of things you can do, right? You can make your own art galleries as well. Then next is selling courses. You can share your knowledge with people all around the world, right? You can sell the courses. Then next is social media and YouTube. Okay, on social media also you can earn. You need to work hard, as I've told you. You can work from YouTube as well. You can upload videos over there related art. Okay, so all these things you have to work very hard. You can work for art galleries also. So this is also one way to earn. So in this, for example, if there is any kind of function in a hall or in an auditorium or in an art gallery, so there they requires the art to decorate their walls. Okay, to decorate their walls. So they might give you an order, right, to make arts, to make paintings, right? So there you can sell your artworks as well in art galleries. If there are any kind of programs, functions, right? If there is any kind of auction also, so you can sell your artworks over there also. You can put your artwork for display. When the audience come to visit the galleries, they might purchase your artwork if they like it, right? Okay, so now we'll see the 7 basic fundamental of art that is must, right? You should know about them. You should know each and every 7 fundamentals of art, and you should do practice of them. So what are they? So let us discuss. So first we have line. So this is very important. The basic and the most important is line. See, important are everyone. So where it start, that is a line. So you should have proper confidence on yourself, on your hand. You should know how to control your pencil, how to make a line. Okay. So you should master the lines, because basically what is an artwork, right? What is a drawing? It's basically construction of lines, right? It's a construction of lines. So you should know this thing. You should learn these things. Okay, so first one is line. Second one is shape. So when we talk about shape, in this thing, you should keep something in your mind that you should avoid using, measuring tools like scale, right? You should avoid these things, right? It was okay when we used them in school time, but now as you have grown, as you want to become an artist, if you want to master these things, okay, you should avoid using scale. Okay, see, wherever if it's required, you can use, but for drawing small things like making a small straight line, making a small square, at that point you have to avoid it, right? So you have to learn that without using those things, how we can make straight line just with our hands. Okay, so you have to learn those things with free hand. The next is color. So you should have ideas about color, that what kind of color will give you what kind of effect. If we mix two colors, what kind of third color we will get. So you should know about colors as well. What is the brightness? What is the darkness? So this is also very important if you're working on a color medium. Then fourth one is value. So what is value? Value is, basically nothing but the darkness and lightness of a particular color. So value we mostly use in, okay, black and white medium. We used in color medium also, but I will explain you what is value, right? In simple way. Here you can see there is red color, right? So if you talk about, so if someone says you that increase the value of this, right? Increase the value. So what does it mean? So simply you just need to do it more darker, right? If it's red color, you just need to do that red color more dark and more dark. Okay, and if someone says that decrease the value, what does it mean? You have to make that color light, okay, like this. So same way in black and white or in graphite or charcoal medium, if someone says that increase value over here, so just you see, simply need to increase the darkness. Okay, and if someone says that make it light or decrease the value, okay, make it bright or do highlight, so you simply need to do it light. Okay, so this is called value. Then fifth one is form. So form is basically the 3D, 3D of a shape. So for example, if we have square, we have circle, so they are called shape. Okay, and if we talk about form of square, so that is cube. Okay, that 3D, that 3D drawing is called form. Okay, so have you got an idea what is form? So 2D is called shape, like square, circle, rectangle, triangle, and that 3D is called form, like cube, cuboid, sphere, pyramid, right? So you can see over here they are called form. Then you get the third dimension, right? The third dimension is its width, right? The next is texture. So this is also very important because each and every substance, each and every object around us have different kind of texture. So you should know that how to create those kind of texture as well. The next is space. So space is also very important that you should know that on the paper, where should you draw that, right? Where should, how much, what should you keep the size of the drawing so that it won't go out of your paper or it won't, leave so much space in your paper. So you need to construct those things carefully by, understanding the space. Okay. So now these are the two materials that will be required for your next day's session. Okay, so you need to have normal pencil set, or if you don't have, you have to make sure that you have a pencil. And the next thing is you should have a drawing book or a drawing paper. Okay, so these are the things that you will be required on next day. So see you in the next day. Bye bye and take care all of you. Thank you everyone.